Alola everyone, I am Alka193 and welcome to a new Pokemon Vortex video. Today, we're going to do some hunting. Now this is some hunting that you could participate in while you're watching the premiere or while you're watching the video. However, I will warn you that the two legendary Pokemon we're going after today, because we're going after two Pokemon, both legendary, are both time exclusive. One exclusive to night, one exclusive to day, and we'll be walking quite a bit between the areas where they appear in. Um, to actually get to where they are. So I'm pretty sure that sentence was formulated completely incorrectly and it didn't make any sense halfway through. Anyway, Route 21 is where I want to go. Maybe get something fancy out here? Nope. That's what I'm looking. Route 21. Where's some grass? Here's some grass. I like grass that goes left and right. Right, nighttime. We are here in. Pretty sure it's nighttime here. I should have checked to make sure. Yeah, nighttime here. The nighttime legendary for Route 21 is Rayquaza. That was one of the Pokemon I want because I only have. Is it one or two of Rayquaza? There's some legendary Pokemon that I have everything of. I'll actually show you just on the legendary Pokedex. You can't quite see the image just because of the borders, unfortunately, of my screen. But this is just a standard, I guess, borders that I use for a bunch of different videos, and it just works out. Just unfortunately for Vortex, now that we have live maps, it's not wide enough. I don't intend to keep changing that because I can only on Camtasia, which is the recording software I use. I can only either do full screen or one custom one that's saved, and otherwise I have to re-put it in every time. And even though it's not that much work, I find it a bit annoying. And even if I put in a new dimensions every time, I still have to move it to make the dimensions in the right spot, and that's kind of annoying. And I didn't want to do that, so unfortunately, sometimes you'll miss the left or I guess the right side because you can't see the settings button or the part of the time. You'll just have to live with it. If we're doing a Vortex live stream, which I've done twice now, there'll be more in the future. Don't worry. Um, then I believe you can see the entire thing. Maybe I'll just very slightly cut off at the bottom, I think. Anyway, so you'll see that a lot of these things I have, like Deoxys and Mesprit, I have all of them. Like Kyogre, Groudon, Primal, I don't have much, but that's because they're Primal. Sometimes I'm missing two, like Articuno, Mewtwo. I'm missing one Celebi, and one Latias, one Giratina, one Heatran, one Cresselia, one Manaphy, one Shaymin, one Arceus, two Victini, one Tornadus, two Thunders. Did I completely skip over Rayquaza? Yeah. Well, Rayquaza, yeah, because it was next to the Groudon. Rayquaza, I'm missing four. That's one of the reasons why we're going for Rayquaza. Genesect, I'm also missing four. Four out of the complete set of normal, dark, shiny, shadow, metallic, mystic. So I'm hoping that, like, if I find a standard Rayquaza, that's cool and I'll catch it. But I'm mostly excited about getting just um, uh, the variations that I don't have, because I'm pretty sure everything that I could evolve previously, I have evolved while I was going through the Pokedex. So I have a bunch of Rayquaza Megas. I don't have the standard Rayquazas, and I want to have the entire Pokedex filled. Another Pokemon legendary I don't have much of is type Null. All of the Tapus. I have quite a few Tapu Fini off the most recent Vortex livestream. That was really cool. People helped me catch some Tapu Finis, and some of them traded it to me. That was really cool. And then Zash and Zamazenta Eternatus, because I haven't really hunted for them too much. And then the newer ones. I think Kupfu is out there. The rest, these ones haven't been released yet. They just haven't been put in the Pokedex. And then some of these I don't have much. Oh, actually, Dratinize I don't have any of besides the standard. I should do a hunt for Dratinize at some point. Anyway, type Null is the daytime one, which is completely on Route 1, which is quite far away. It's not the complete other end of the map, because this is a little, the Route 21 is a little bit left of the middle, I would say. Ooh, I missed the level 6 immunity. Okay, doesn't matter too much. That's a rare. I'm gonna catch it. Not worth too much, but I'll take it. I should not have sent that out because I can't weaken it with this pants here. Anyone want a Drumbeak that I caught in the video? It's on Pokebay. I also put a few others on Pokebay because a lot of my stuff like well, all of my auctions ran out, so I put a few new ones up. I have so many duplicate Pokemon still. I just occasionally update my auctions. So just put some unique ones up there, mostly darks. If you want any of these for your collection, let me know. I have a lot, and I mean a lot of duplicates for non-variations, so just standard Kecleon, standard Sandslash, standard Magikarp, standard Gligar. If there's anything like that you're looking for, just let me know, and I'll check amongst my duplicates. Chances are I have it. I'm not going to confirm it though, but that's standard ones that you can find in the wild or their evolutions. Especially if it's a Pokemon with an immunity, like Numel or Camerupt, Zubat, Golbat, the Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, anything with an immunity. Chances are I have more of that because I use that a lot in training and therefore also evolving during seasonals when I was doing that in November and December. Yeah, Trumpet's up there. The was it from the last stream you might remember we had Meltan candy, like these three Meltan candy up for auction. 9 million, 3.7 million, 1.8 million. Sure, this one went for 10 million, but this was 10% taken off, like a sort of a Pokebay tax kind of thing. But they went for a lot of money. So I obviously gained a lot. Then Arceus Fighting, I sold that for a lot. Then a Garchomp, a Latias site, and then a Shiny Vanilla that someone wanted. I think we can see what this one went for 4.2. Oh yeah, that one. This one went for 2 million. That's really cool. So that obviously gave me a lot of money. And you remember that I was 3 million away from getting into the top 100 richest users. Well, now if we look at my profile, I'm now at 143 million and a bit. And if you go to richest users, instead of not being on the list, I'm 87th. You can't see the number, but trust me, this is me, and I'm 87th. 143 million. One number 100 is 129 million. So the difference is pretty big. So, okay, I won't change this amount, change where I am on the ranking list that much. Something also that's pretty cool I've noticed, I'm at 197th million total EXP. Quite a few of this will be disappearing if once I get rid of a lot of my duplicates, put them up for trade, for auction, things like that. I don't really mind too much, but I guess it would be cool if we can hit 200 million pretty soon. Like a little bit of a milestone, I guess. Would be nice. Also 1.5 million points, which is cool. I'm mostly gaining points through like some battles every now and then, obviously, because that'll just give you some points because of the boosted EXP. But let's see where I am in global top. Obviously, I'm not in global top. Local top, yeah, 1.5 million, and now I'm 11th. Yesterday I was 8th, and then I'm 12th because so many people using what's it, VPNs. Is just I just want to know where I am locally because it's. I am a very competitive person, and I want to compete with other people, even if others don't even know that they're in the competition. Maybe it's not even a competition; it's just more something that motivates me. So let's say I'm at 1.5 million, and then at nearly 1.6 million is Blue Monkey in ninth right now, 2 positions ahead of me. So I wouldn't say it's a competition to necessarily beat them, but it is motivation for me to play maybe a bit more, maybe a bit more towards the points. I don't know, for me to actually beat them. It's motivating for me. It makes it a bit more exciting to play and do things. So that is what can drive me. Just find someone that is ahead of me in something, and try and beat them. You know, we find ourselves a shiny Dreepy. We don't have a shiny Dreepy, so even though we were looking for the Rayquaza, we catch that Pokemon because that's just one more thing in the Pokedex. Not sure if I have all of the evolutions or not. I'll find out when I get to that in Pokedex. I'm somewhere in Gen 5, I think, now for those evolutions, like training every Pokemon as far as possible in their evolution line to allow the lower ones to be caught again. I've made a few videos about that recently. If you don't understand what I mean, you can watch those. But I'm somewhere in 5th gen, like around Tynamo, Deerling, something like that. I think that's where I left off. So I'll probably do that in the next few days again. Not sure if it'll be a new video. Hey, Mystic Duraludon. Don't have that. Takes normal effects from Flame Burst. That's 3 damage. Also, I've had some questions recently. I suppose not that many, but why are you using a shiny Pansear when you're hunting? Is that the best Pokemon? not per se, but there isn't, I feel, a best Pokemon. If there, in terms of battling and what's the best strategy for side quests and clan battles and stuff, there are a bunch of different Pokemon with a bunch of different moves that you could use. And but there's one, I suppose, sort of a strategy you can look towards in most of your Pokemon that can be good. When there's a catching Pokemon, there are a few different strategies that people use to help catch Pokemon. Personally, I just got used to Shiny Pansear, and at level 19 specifically. This was way back in version 4 somewhere, well before V5 was even thought of being made, probably. But its level, one, it is a pretty high level in what you can catch for a wild Pokemon. I think now the highest level you can catch is 18. You used to be able to catch 19 and 20 as well. I think I caught a 19, or I caught one at like 17, 18, accidentally leveled it up. But 19 works for me with the damage that it deals. Flame Burst at 33, Bites 19, Scratch is 13, Lick is 6. Although Scratch, when not very effective, or Liquid super effective hits, they hit the same. Flame Burst, when not very effective, hit for 17. And it's things like that that I'm just used to a lot, and the calculations very often work out, and I can get an opponent to 1, 2 HP from basically any HP, whether it's a level 6 wild Pokemon or level 18. And it's really cool. The only ones I have problem with are low-level Pokemon that are weak to Ghost. Like Ghost and Psychic types. Because then I can weaken them once with Lick, put them at, let's say, this level 6 Natu. Those would be taken out by Flame Burst, because they have too low HP. They are also weak to Bite. Therefore, I can't use Bite to weaken them. Therefore, I can just use Scratch and Lick. In terms of a Psychic type like Natu, or Meta type, maybe not as much, because they're not weak to Lick, so it's better for Meta type. But something like Natu or Solosis or something, I can use Lick to lower them from 24 HP to 11 HP if it's a level 6. But then I can't weaken them further, and I have to use quite a few Pokeballs potentially, because it's a low chance of catching at that point, at that HP, or to use an Ultra Ball. If I use Scratch, then I deal the same amount of damage, they're still at 11 HP. I can't do much more. At least they can be hit by Scratch, I guess. Ghost types can't even be hit by Scratch. But still, if they're level 6, I hit them for 13 damage to put them at 11 HP. I can't do anything else. So that's, if I remember anyway, and I often don't, because I'm just so used to sending out Pansear first when fighting a wild Pokemon like here. They're weak to 11 HP, those Ghosts and Psychics, and I can't weaken them further. So then I either throw a bunch of balls until I get it, or they're taken out, and then I try something with either Pineco or Burmy, because that is why Pineco and Burmy are on the team. I don't often use them, but they can deal a little bit more HP on, let's say, the Psychics or the Ghosts. Or maybe a Legendary or something that decide I don't want to catch this in a Master Ball, even though I have a lot. I earned quite a few new ones recently with by beating the TCG islands in side quests. But then maybe I can use Burmy or Pineco to weaken them just a little bit. And then I have Shiny Braixen for some of the rare Pokemon if I want to weaken them. Deal a bit more damage. Avalugg, Mystic can make the opponent not attack for a bit, which I guess can be nice. Avalugg has some pretty big moves, can deal some pretty big damage. Generally, the Avalugg's there for the legendary Pokemon, weaken them. But it has big moves. I think its weakest damage output at normal effectiveness is 56 damage. And that, if the opponent's then left with 40 HP, I can't weaken it further. So then I just throw a few balls, maybe Avalugg gets defeated. I generally then send in either Braixen or Pansear, depending on the amount of HP they'll have left. And the type that they are, because if they're weak to fire, I'm not going to send in my fire type to use a bunch of fire moves, because then I'll just be KO'd. Not something I'm looking forward to in that sense. But I have a few different Pokemon that can weaken others in different ways, but it's Shiny Pansear that I absolutely use the most. And then Shiny Spiritomb is in there just to take hits. Once a Pokemon, and this especially a Legendary because they're higher level, therefore they hit the hardest too. If I don't want to catch it in something like a Master Ball, I just want to catch it in the Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball thing, something like that, but it's not working and they're just not staying in the ball, like good Pokemon. And they've taken out all of my other Pokemon. 500 HP Pokemon without a weakness can take a few hits. That's the idea. I could take something like a steel type for more resistances, but then that Pokemon may not be as consistent, because sure, steel has a lot of resistances. I believe it's 10 resistances or 11. Maybe it was 11, now it's 10. I think, because it lost Ghost and Dark in Gen 6, but it gained Fairy. Anyway, somewhere around 10. But then it's also weak to fire, weak to fighting, weak to ground. So, yeah, I just chose this one because it's the simplest. Doesn't have a weakness. Actually, no, it does have a weakness now. I was incorrect. It has a fairy weakness now. I was still just thinking back, and Spiritomb used to be one of 2 Pokemon without a weakness purely based on type. And I say purely based on type because it was Sableye and then Spiritomb, that because of their Ghost Dark combination didn't have a weakness. But the Tynamo line introduced in Generation 5, Tynamo, Electric, and Electros, are electric type. Now, electric types have just one weakness, just like normal type has one weakness. Normal type is just only weak to fighting. Electric type is only weak to ground. However, there is an ability that can make you immune to ground, and that ability is called Levitate, and it's a very useful ability. The Tynamo line, Tynamo, Electric, Electros, all have that ability, which is super useful for them. And it effectively makes them have no weakness. It's not a no weakness based on type, because that was at the time still just Sableye and Spiritomb. But it was, you could send it out and be like, yeah, I don't have a weakness. If someone would use something like Worry Seed or not Insomnia, that's an ability that you get from Worry Seed, or something that suppresses an ability, then Levitate wouldn't work anymore. Excuse me. But also, what was it? Gravity. I think the move Gravity undoes Levitate. Not 100% sure on that though, because I don't see the move too often. I have to actually look at which Pokemon can learn it. That would be interesting to try out a strategy with it. Maybe if I bring back Pokemon Battle Revolution, I try a strategy with something like Gravity. That'd be cool. If you want to see that, because I haven't made Pokemon Battle Revolution videos or streams in a while. If you're interested in seeing that, just let me know, please. And I can do that. Maybe and upload a few more videos of that, because I don't think I've ever beaten Masters Battle. I think I'm at set 7 now. Not 100% sure where I left off. I made quite a lot of Pokemon Battle Revolution videos. Have them in a playlist, I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure though. But that was very fun. I was very into doing a bunch of things with Pokemon Battle Revolution. Just playing Gen 4, my favorite gen, and it looks very good on the Wii. It was fun building a lot of different teams for it. I did a Metronome Battle tournament for it too. That was really cool. So if you're interested in seeing more Battle Revolution either on stream or just on videos, let me know, and I can do some recordings. I don't think we're gonna get to the Moltres hunt, because it's 1:45 a.m. in-game time, and Moltres won't appear until not Moltres, Type Null. They won't appear until morning, which is at 6, and I feel like we're getting near to when I want to end the video. So this, I guess, is just a Rayquaza hunt, and I caught some other things in the meantime, like a Yungoos, Starly, and a Duraludon, and a Shiny Dreepy, I think was the first one. Didn't see a Rayquaza, but then again, I was here for maybe 20 minutes. So it's not too likely to find a legendary. It's possible that I find multiple Ultra Beasts, assuming Ultra Beasts appear in this area, and I don't quite remember. But if Ultra Beasts appear in a specific area, it's possible you find 3 of them within 5 minutes. But it's also possible you don't see them for multiple days, assuming you full-on hunt. I haven't encountered an Ultra Beast since before November. I don't remember when the last one was. I just remember that I haven't seen one in November and December, or at least the second half of December when I did seasonals. And then after that, I haven't seen it either. Let's see, 49... Surf for 56, and Surf 56, yeah, for low HP for 3. Pokeball, catch. I'm gonna check the Sinnoh Pokedex. Do I need something with a shadow there? No, so this can also be sold. And I think that'll be it for the video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in terms of Vortex videos. Something I came up with just before recording. I was talking to someone who asked, how do you know how much EXP you earn after a battle? Like, I'm gonna just use my level 100 Spiritomb because it can't level up, therefore it doesn't change damage output. I'll just do this. How do you know how much EXP you earn before you start a fight? How do you know how to calculate money? Is there like some kind of formula for it? And yes, there is. EXP is a very exact formula, and it's not too difficult of one either. And I've mentioned it in various videos, especially trading videos before when I use trading accounts. I've mentioned what it is. But I'm thinking of making like a small tutorial video just to explain what it is. It doesn't necessarily teach you too many new tricks, but maybe more people are wondering what is the formula, and I can just tell you how to calculate it and how to look at it in two different ways. The money, similar. It has to be a similar formula compared to how to calculate the EXP. EXP is just set and very consistent. Money is less consistent. It seems to follow the EXP thing mostly, because if you get a lot of EXP, you get a lot of money. If you get very little EXP, you get very little money. But if you continuously do the same battle with the same level of Pokemon, the amount of EXP you get will be the same. Money will be a bit random. I feel like there's like 5-6 different random multipliers that can be in there somewhere, which I kind of want to do some research into. But let me know if you're interested in seeing anything like that. I'll see you in the next Pokemon Vortex video. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. And please always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.